Hello and welcome to another edition of In the Box Seat. We're coming from the Directors Lounge where a number of winners would have been over Saturday. We recap Pink Ribbon Raceday. What a great day it was, Ella.
Yes, here at the Gold Coast Turf Club, we held our Pink Ribbon Raceday. It's an annual race day. This was actually its 18th year here at the club. It's a great initiative we absolutely love to be a part of, and everyone came out in strides in their pink.
Yep.
It was pink. I don't think I saw a single person on track not with a dash of pink. So it was awesome for the community to get along and get amongst it. Our 50-50 charity raffle hit over the 30K mark.
Yeah.
So one lucky winner was able to take home, I think it was about $15,000. Wouldn't that be nice, coming out to the races
Absolutely.
and taking that home?
Well done to Luke White. He's been a regular to Men Matter Race Day. He's been sort of touched by those sorts of stories in the past himself, and he was more than happy to come out for Pink Ribbon Race Day, which it's got the same meaning to it as Men Matter Race Day, all about women's health and of course men's health in October. But what was it, one ticket?
One ticket.
Yeah.
Him and a mate of his, they were just in Skyline for the day. I think they even told me they split, it might have been more than one ticket, but they split the cost of the tickets between the two of them. So I think Luke's gonna share the prize with him. But it was great to hear his story. He came down to the event centre and got to be congratulated with the check on stage, and he was just stoked with it. He said he'll be back at Men Matter Day. Yep. So let's see if he can do it again and win the 50-50 again.
I will say, it's like winning the meat raffle on a Friday night. You'll always tell everyone you've spent $5 or bought one ticket when you've actually spent $150 to win a $20 meat tray.
Yes, and he didn't tell me how many losing bets he had on the day as well. Gamble responsibly, of course. So we will see. But he was stoked with that win. So congratulations to Luke. And also in the event centre, there was plenty more fundraising happening down there. There was a diamond given away. There was prizes galore. So if you were in the event centre in the official National Breast Cancer Foundation function and you were a winner, congratulations. And even if you just donated, you even just came through the gate, you helped support the National Breast Cancer Foundation. So we don't have the final fundraising yet, but we are hoping to crack that $2 million mark.
Wow.
So fingers crossed, on the show in the next few weeks, we'll be announcing how much was raised, and hopefully we crack that goal.
I think that's the beauty about the day too, to see everyone get involved in the concept by wearing all the pink. Looking out over the broadcast box, it's just a sea of pink mid-afternoon, watching the races. The weather held off for us, which was good. The track played well, so it was a great day's racing.
I have to obviously give a shout out to Robin Cameron, the event organiser of the NBCF event down in the event centre. She did an incredible job. Obviously, all the sponsors as well who got on board, Zarafa's Coffee, and of course Steve Lyons and the team here at the Gold Coast Turf Club, who just put on an exceptional day, and it kicked off what an amazing spring carnival is to come. Yeah,
absolutely. So it's going to come thick and fast now with we tick Pink Ribbon off the list, and then we head into what is a busy period during the spring carnival. We're back racing here on Saturday on the Poly for a 7-race card, and then back on the turf for Turnbull Stakes Day on the 4th of October. And that will lead us into race meetings like Caulfield Guineas, which will be a twilight meeting. I think about a 2:30 start. And then the big Everest Caulfield Cup Day, that will be massive. And then, of course, at the end of October, October 25, Cox Plate Day, but more importantly, Men Matter Race Day. So the next 5 weeks, huge racing down south. But get yourself trackside here to the Gold Coast Turf Club to watch all the action in either the restaurants or the betting auditorium, or get yourself a member's ticket as well. The Pink Ribbon itself was taken out by Estero, and it's just synergy about this race that the female riders are having such great success in the Pink Ribbon Cup. CJ Graham was able to take it home for the first time, to add to the list of Emily Lang, Ange Jones, and also Tegan Harrison. Estero winding back the clock. He had been out of the winner's circle for some time, but he was actually coming off a 4th placing to Seaples, who I think about half an hour, 40 minutes earlier, had taken home the Group 1 Rupert Clark. So he was back in form, and went around at probably a big price at $8.50, trained by Matthew Smith at Warwick Farm. So good interstate victory there, but good to see CJ in the winner's circle.
And as you mentioned before, Twilight meeting, we actually had the last 2 races under lights here. And I think with a bit of more of a gloomy day, the sun set a little bit earlier than what was thought, and it was really the last under lights. So that was awesome for anyone here on track. They got to experience that. But as you mentioned, the Twilight meeting just a few weeks away on the 11th of October. So if you do want to get along, that'll be the 2 or 3 under lights, depending on what sunset is that day. So get along to that. That'll be a great day on track as well.
Yeah, and with the daylight saving, of course, it'll will sort of tie in at the back of those big races in Melbourne and Sydney, where what day is that? Caulfield Guineas Day. So it's a big day in Sydney as well. So.
And speaking of Spring Carnival, one thing also to mention, Derby Day Melbourne Cup, obviously massive week here. We do have limited tickets still available for those 2 days. So I think our restaurants are sold out pretty much all of spring at this point. So if you didn't get those tickets, you'll have to jump into one of our Glass House events or our event centre functions. So Derby Day Melbourne Cup, we've got a Mouthy on the coast down in the event centre. That is sponsored by Lemseco. So that is a beautiful package. You get Lemseco all day, of course, your drinks and your grazing platter as well down there. Otherwise, in the Glass House, we've got the Moet and Shandon Fashion Luncheon. I do believe Melbourne Cup might be sold out. So if you do want to get along to the fashion luncheon and, see all the beautiful fashions on the field, you'll have to get along to Derby Day, as they're the only tickets still available. So everything is going very, very quick. So if you want to be on track during Spring Carnival, you've got to get your tickets. So head to gctc.com.au and pick up whatever's still remaining.
And we've also got a rare Wednesday too. The Queensland Hoteliers Association race day coming up. So
Clubs New South
throw
Wales
another race
and Clubs
meeting into
Queensland are combining forces here on track, and we're looking forward to having that. We'll have, I think Tab's one of their partners on the day, so they'll have a lot of activations here as well for people attending that function. It'll be great.
Good to have a rare Wednesday afternoon here at the Gold Coast Turf Club, and of course, after we get through the big Spring Carnival, Magic Millions is right on our doorstep. Debut night in December into the big 2-day Carnival in January. So.
And I know we know the phone calls are hot at the moment, asking for when those tickets are being released, but you will just have to stay. I do not have the date to announce here, but I can tell you that it will be announced here first on the show. So you have to watch the show to find out when those Magic Millions tickets will be released.
Yeah, and we'll also have Chairman Brett Cook on the show in the next couple of weeks to promote Men Matter Race Day. Looking forward to hearing, the whispers about the big prizes. I think they're going even bigger than last year, which they normally do.
Yep. He always comes out in force, that's for sure.
No, there's,
he had a bit more time this year to plan as well. Obviously, it's been in June, July, the last few years, obviously being October this year.
He's taken the last 4 weeks off for a holiday.
Gallivanting across the world. But he has been planning pretty much all year. I think we started hearing from him back in January on these prizes. So, yes, he'll be on the show very shortly, and he'll be announcing some of those incredible prizes that will be up for grabs on Men Matter Day.
Yeah, absolutely. So stay tuned for that special preview show coming up. Let's find a winner for the weekend.
I am going to go with Neoclassicism. I hope I'm saying that right.
No,
obviously,
rolled right off the tongue.
Loves the Polly, this horse. 2 seconds, so I feel like I'm ready to back it up with a win here on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm going Duomo in the maiden 1540. Thought this ran a really good race on debut for Jay Bellamy, finding the line late. It was never beating the winner, but it ran second comfortably, and obviously there's no winner this time around, so Duomo for Jay Bellamy in the maiden 1540. That recaps in the box seat. Obviously a big Saturday coming up here at the Gold Coast Turf Club. Weather's going to be terrific too. Tops around 30 degrees at the back end of this week, so get yourself trackside, get into the air conditioning, and watch all the good racing coming up. Golden Rose Day in Sydney, and the grand final. Go the Lions!
Can't not mention the AFL grand final. That will be live from the screens in the betting auditorium.
Absolutely. So get yourself here trackside on Saturday.